out of academic realm so much to do more popular media work, which I'll talk more about in a second.
There's always this over-romanticization of ancient Egypt.
I think it's a crime to continue to work in the field when
anthropologists just study culture, just study things like language and colonialism.
History is the best story ever told. It shouldn't be boring, and it does belong to everybody.
They worship Satan.
I don't talk about aliens.
Archaeology in its core, I think, is definitely a public service.
A lot of historians and archaeologists are sitting there being like, I'm recognizing patterns here.
That is very, very cool.
That's me.
Pretty terrible and hurtful discussions.
Oh goodness, who is Megan? What a question.
I have a hard time saying no to things, and
violence is not just something that is taught through language and through words. It's something that you can also pick up through
economic crisis, climate crisis,
collapse of Rome, or the French Revolution.
The manifestations of violence amongst young men.
That relationship is arguably the most important relationship.
How you treat the people around you.
There was a moment like that, but it was very unconventional.
We are producing knowledge and data about the past of people.
That I wanted to be an archaeologist because I really just love digging.
Yes, you can get a job digging up old things.
That is awesome though. I didn't know that it was unscripted. That's actually very fascinating.
It's always unscripted.
Computer burnout, deadlines.
I always managed to adopt cats.
You'll find the time.
When I was a kid, I used to play Age of Empires 2.
For me, I was 3 years old and I watched Jurassic Park. And instead of thinking dinosaurs were cool or, oh, I want to be a paleontologist.
This is a classic computer game. Battle maps, and you could have like the Vikings go against the Mongols.
Entertainment industry things that involve archaeology.
TV, brevities.
I run a YouTube channel.
And one of the things that I absolutely love.
Everybody has a skeleton. Everybody dies.
Ancient Egyptian graffiti, because a part of what I did in my bachelor's was to look at Mayan graffiti.
Put my makeup on in the morning.
She turned my entire backyard in the US, so it's pretty big. She took half of it and turned it into a sand pit for me and would bury my toys in the Arizona summers.
We are looking to the past to create our present.
The more I did archaeology, the more I was interested in cultures from like all over the world.
So I got into the Vikings kind of through Islamic archaeology.
Archaeologist from Canada.
Objects from the Islamic world. Why are certain buildings still built in a kind of neoclassical style?
Outdated ideas that have been perpetuated by the education system or whatever. I really feel like it's our responsibility of archaeologists to communicate the things that we find to people.
It's such a huge responsibility on us as researchers or as people working in the cultural heritage sector to communicate.
Fashion is an important part of our culture.
The joke is you want to see your name in parentheses. It's not like you want to see your name in lights. I went to New York University for my PhD, and that was like my cohort's big joke.
Amplified and then become sensationalized in media.
When looking for a master's thesis advisor or PhD dissertation advisor.
PhD, but they're expensive. I think we all know that.
Wilfrid Laurier University in Canada.
European universities, for example, will advertise PhD places in archaeology or in certain subsets of archaeology, which are funded.
Welcome to Weekend Talk,